Hi, everybody. I'm so extremely glad to meet you guys once again with this motivational session called Coffee with Your Dreams. As many of you would have seen our past shows, you would have realized that we are actually picking out people with a very, very inspirational story. People who have achieved something in their life, people who have actually gone out of the box to make a difference in people's life, and most importantly, came out of their comfort zone. So, like that, today we are going to meet Naga. Now, I know Naga for quite some time. In fact, about 10 years, I know Naga. Over the 10 years, Naga and I have been very good friends, and I've actually seen her grow. Technically, when I first saw her, she was a very, very timid housewife who came into um, the community work to do some community work. From there, she actually moved on. Right now, she's into community service, she's into entrepreneurship, and she's also serving the temple committees, taking care of the two teenage boys. Wow, it's a lot. The list is long. So let's hear from her exactly how she did or what she did. Right? Okay, now let's welcome Naga. Hi, Naga. How are you?
Hi, Steve. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So, Naga, I was just telling the viewers a lot of lies, many good things about you, just like how you paid me and made me say. Okay, jokes
Okay.
aside, jokes aside.
Okay.
Now, Naga, I want to ask you this question. Okay, when I met you 10 years ago, you were a very, very timid housewife.
Yes.
So you were not very outspoken. You did not really. In fact, one of the reasons I think your cousin brought you into the committee itself is for you to socialize a bit more with people and so forth, right? So, but from there, you are now holding multiple position in the society. You are running your own company. You are also taking care of your kids, and the list goes on. So before we talk about how you achieve that, let's talk about what are you exactly doing right now. So Naga, can you please care to explain to us what are the areas that you are serving as a community leader, and also your businesses, something about your business and your family as well, please.
Sure. As you know, Steve, I'm in grassroots in IEC for 10 over years. Then now in the temple, I'm serving uh, 4 years plus. So, and you also know well that I have two teenage boys. I'm also taking care of that. And I also have two businesses. So all this I'm managing now.
So, you said community service. I know you are serving in IAC,
Yes,
and I also understand you are part of the temple as well, right?
correct,
So, tell
correct.
me what role you play in the community work, in
Okay,
the grassroots.
in grassroots, I'm in the auditor position. Then in the temple, I'm a honorable treasurer over there for past 2 years now.
Oh, wow! So that means you
Yes.
are the person to go to if you want money. No, Mahalakshmi like that. You bring all the money wherever you go. You are money related in the community,
No,
in
no,
the
that is
grassroots.
public money.
Oh, so it's there but not there, lah.
It's not my
Okay, okay.
money, it's public money.
Okay,
So
so
I'm, yeah.
from a housewife, how did you know about all these treasury roles and all that? It's like,
Okay, as you earlier said, I mean, you always used to say that I'm a very shy person. All these kinds of what you always used to scold and tell me, you see. So, in past 10 years, as you know, I'm in the grassroots, right? So I gain a lot of experience from our IAC. So, I mean, 10 years back, I know nothing, really nothing. Okay, very shy and timid housewife. After I've joined the grassroots, And I think in this interview, I should really thank my sister, Saras, who make me to join in the grassroots, because as I always, even I also, I'm a very shy, timid person. So she wants me to come out from there. So she make me to join over there, and I joined before 10 years. So when I joined, I was uh, executive member. And then step by step, I learned a lot of things, and I went for a lot of courses along with you guys. Uh, and it was a chance for me to prove myself and to come out from that shyness, actually. So when I start to go along with you guys, I gain a lot of knowledge as well. So all this knowledge and encouragement and all these positions which I've came. Now I'm an auditor. Before that, I was an assistant secretary also. So all these positions which I came, it was a very good experience, and I've learned a lot of things. So that
Wow.
experience, a lot, not a little bit. I mean, 10 years I've learned a lot. So that experience have gave me a strength, um, and strong to make me strong. I've become strong after these 10 years, and I've had that confidence to be an honorable treasurer in the temple. So I feel very proud to be in our IAC, Vetri IAC actually.
Fantastic. Beautiful, beautifully said. So, how about temple? Your temple experience are also helping you because, okay, why I'm asking this question, because I know one thing for a fact. I believe that housewives are naturally talented accountants, so they manage the household income, plus minus everything. So they are the ones, they are really naturally, they are born with that gift already. So I'm sure that is also a huge help for you.
Yes,
And how about the temple?
definitely, definitely. Actually, what you say, it's very true. I'm the one who managing the household things, so it was a bit easier for me. And my experience in IAC, uh, so I had really had the confidence to be there. So for past now, going to be 2 years actually, I'm in this honorable treasurer position. But at first, I entered as a executive member also. So I gained also some experience from there, and probably they would thought I had the confidence to be treasurer of the temple. So
Mm.
I took up the role. It's really a challenging role. It's not really easy, but till now I can say that I'm taking it as a challenge and I'm going for it.
And in fact, when you talk about temple treasuring role, it's not just about treasurer alone. You also do other duties as well, right? So
Correct.
temples, like practically every day, they have got stuff going on, and you'll be there. And some events there will be like large crowd. Right now, somehow with all the new COVID regulations, you guys have to be on extra duty to ensure that safe distancing measures are followed and all. So it must be very, very tiring for you.
Yes, exactly. It's very tight. It's very, very tight. That's why I say it's not easy to manage in the temple also. But somehow I'm managing. Uh, but most of the time I'll be in the temple because I have a
Mm.
lot this role. Plus, I also does volunteering in the temple also. I does everything in the temple. So
So then, okay, so now you are volunteering as a grassroots leader, you're volunteering in the temple, but you're also taking care of your boys, your two boys,
yes.
teenage boys. Teenage is the age where, everybody becomes hero and heroines. So they need a lot of attention at this point. So how are you managing with that?
Yeah, it's really difficult, but I make sure that I always be with my boys also. I make sure, I cook for them before I go to the temple, all this stuff. So I get my things done for things for them first. Then I go and see my other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My elder one is 18. My second one is 16. So it's a bit difficult. They are really teenage
Yes.
now. So terrible,
And
but
I believe that
good.
I remember seeing your boys. You actually got them involved in some very fun activities like line dance and all that when you were in grass. I mean, when they were much younger through the grassroots contact, and even now you also got them involved in the Burmi and all.
Yes.
I guess somewhere connected to a lot of Indian arts and all. So they are somehow or other. Can I say that also part of your volunteer movements
Yeah,
in one way or other?
can.
Yeah.
Yes. I really like them to be in a Indian traditional, I mean, this kind of this urmi, bhajans, all this. So I'm happy that they are in a urmi group, and my second son is still in the lion dance. He's the only Indian boy in the lion dance group. So
Um,
I'm proud of it. He's the only
yeah,
Indian guy in
definitely,
the lion
definitely.
dance. Yes. So I'm always happy that he's there and represent our Indian committee actually. So they also go for the classes, and I make sure. That's why I said I make sure myself to be with them most of the time. I always give
Fantastic.
time for them. Yeah.
So, Naga, how now? Okay, so many people who will be listening to the day will be thinking, people who volunteer in community service are usually, just housewives and or retired people who are very, very free with their time and stuff. Even with young kids, even if you're a housewife and with young kids and stuff, they will not want to take part because they'll be thinking that I'm very busy and so forth. But you had I remember 10 years ago, you just said you're 16, 18. When you joined them, they were 6 and 8 years old. So that you did come in and started your volunteering journey even when they were very young. And all this while, so now they're in teenage and another set of a different journey that you have to walk together with them. But managing all this, plus you also mentioned you had two businesses to run. Now, this is something very remarkable. I would really want to hear more about your two business. And I also understand one of the business has got special promotions for Deepavali. You mentioned something like that to me earlier, right?
Yes.
Yes.
True.
So now we are going to hear more about that, but just after this short break. Welcome back. So we just spoke to Naga, and Naga mentioned about her volunteer journey of how she actually did so many things at one go. Now let's listen to Naga about her entrepreneurship journey. Now, from a housewife to an entrepreneur is going to be it's a very, very interesting and inspiring story. So let's welcome Naga to listen to the full details. Hi Naga.
Hi.
Okay, so Naga, you were mentioning that you about how you actually joined in your grassroots, and then now you're continuing in your grassroots and also in the temple committee, and how well you're taking care of your boys and so forth. Now, at the same time, you also mentioned about two businesses that you are running. So, what is the first business that you started off, and what is it about?
Okay. My first one, which I started the first, is makeup. As you always know that, I mean, our friends all and my families, everyone know that I had a passion in makeup. Even my teenage, uh, I used to do a lot of makeup on myself itself. So I had that passion. So when I was in the grassroots, when I was thinking, okay, along going all this way in the temple services and volunteering time, I was thinking, why not? I should take up this makeup course. So, and I had a lot of people who encouraged me to do something in life. So I was thinking, okay, why not? We should try something. So my first step, I went for a beauty courses. Almost about 2 years, I went for all my makeup courses, which I had. I will find out myself what are the courses they have, Indian traditional or Western, uh, all these kind of makeups. I really love it. So I thought to learn it in a proper way. So as I said, I went for a lot of courses. Then I become a makeup artist. So after becoming a makeup artist, I had this thinking, why not we open a company under my name and do this business. So I did. I took all these courses and I opened up my company name is Naga Beauties.
Naga
And I also,
Beauties.
yes, I
So,
also have
so
a
Naga,
Facebook
that
page.
means, yes, I was just about to ask that. So your
Yes,
Facebook page name is also Naga Beauties.
yes, Naga's Beauties.
Yes. So viewers, those who are watching it, please go to Naga's Beauty Facebook page, like her page and follow her, and you get to know all the promotions. Because I do understand, Naga, you're having a lot of promotions as well, right?
Yeah,
For even
sure.
your beauty business. So just to
Yes.
check, that means Naga, you do bridal and you also do for like individual photo shoots or and stuff like that,
Yes,
right? So that means
personal makeup. Uh, so personal kind of, I mean, most of the time personal makeup. Plus, I also did bridal makeup, and even for children also, I have made makeups and for their photo shoot.
So that means, can I say that, on a particular day, if a lady wants to really look very good and she's going out for whatever event it is, whichever event it is, if she's going to go in, if she's going to go out somewhere and she really want to doll up herself, all she has to do is just call you
Yes,
and you will take care
definitely.
of the rest. So you will also
Yes,
bring all the makeup stuff and everything, right? So
yes.
she
I
doesn't have to
use
have.
a quality makeup stuff and make them even more beautiful. That
Hmm.
is why I kept my company name as Naga's Beauties because I would
Hmm.
like to see them beautiful.
And in fact, Naga, I know that some of the courses you have go is actually WSQ certified courses, right? That you went
Yes,
for the makeup,
yes,
yes. So it's a
yes.
qualified course, and you are a qualified beautician to make them to beautify the lady. And I believe that you do only for ladies, right?
Yes, actually. But
Yeah,
sometimes
but
when I go for a bridal makeup, sometimes the groom will just ask me to help them touch up powder here and there. So I'll
or
just,
just I mean, for guys, it's
just
only better of powder, right?
yeah,
Yes.
powder. Yep.
Sorry. Actually, I didn't mean to ask if you do it for guys. It just came out. What I meant to ask is, do you only do makeup or do you also do hair styling? That
Yeah,
was
of
my
course.
actual question.
Yes, no problem. Yeah, actually, I do a lot of hairstyle. I do makeup and sari tying. And I've
Ah,
learned about 11 types of sari tying.
oh,
So
11 times.
yeah,
Wow. Is there even
so
11
I will
types? I
do
thought
this.
there's only one type of sari. Okay, anyway,
No,
let's not go
there's
into all the details. Very complicating for a guy.
okay.
Okay. So that means basically I can say that you come as a one-stop package for them when they want for an important occasion. They just call you. I've actually seen you personally outside, no, rushing like 5 a.m. in the morning to someone's place to actually do for them the makeup and
Yeah,
also tying
yeah,
sari and all that for them. So
yeah,
wonderful. So and I guess during COVID times, that has slowed down a little. Or
yeah. Of course, because I mean, wedding was cancelled, right? So some
yes.
functions, the house functions, all this was cancelled. So uh, a bit dull, lah. But now I
Okay.
think
Okay.
it's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Naga, I wish you my best for your business, and I'm
thank
very
you,
sure that things will, really start to improve real soon, and you will be back to your normal running self here and there to all the businesses.
thank you.
To beautify your clients. So now I have want to talk about your second business. So
Yep.
what is your second business?
Yeah, my currently I'm more involved in my second business actually. Um, as I said, I had passion on. for a makeup, and another side, housewife, right? So
Mm.
every day does the cooking. And actually, true to say, I really didn't learn cooking. I didn't know how to cook at all. I did
Mm.
not know knew it. After my marriage, uh, I've seen many times how does my mother cook. So I remember all these ingredients and the type of cooking in my mind.
Mm.
So when I was doing cooking, so some of my friends, and you also know that I will whenever I cook special, I'll bring all the foods to our IEC to taste all this. So you guys all have tasted my cooking a lot.
So we were your guinea pigs, lah, in other words. If the food is nice,
Not
your food
that,
tasters.
yeah, there's the actual thing, yes. So this when this thing is going on, so it also, and I should really thank God to have a wonderful friends, a lot of wonderful friends with great soul who encourage me every time, each and every time. So whenever they taste my food, they always used to say, "Wow, Naga, you cook so nice. Why not you open a shop? Why not you open a shop?" I would say that no, no, I got no confidence. I got no confidence at all. Then I just leave it. It passed. Even you have scolded me many times that, oh, I
Okay,
was telling you
disclaimer.
something.
Wait, sorry. I must say something now. Disclaimer to our viewers. This is the second time she says scolded. I didn't scold her. I coached her. Okay, coach, not school.
Oh, school become coach. Okay, okay,
Okay,
but it
continue,
was a
continue.
good thing.
Mm.
Okay, so that thing inspired me of doing this kind of things. Then after that, I just leave. As I said, that you guys always, coach or scold. I always keep it in my mind. Then I just like keep quiet. I just was doing my makeup business only. Then a
Mm.
friend of mine, his name is Mr. Daniel, a very close friend of mine. He one day tasted my food, and he told me this: "Wow, you cook uh, so
Food is
tasty,
great.
yeah, and the food is so delicious. I could feel that, like I'm eating like cooked by his mother."
Mm.
So he felt that the food was tasted like home cooked, like mother cooked. So he told me, uh, "Wow, you can really cook very nice and delicious. Why not you you start a company? You can have a shop." I said, "Please, la, a lot of friends have already told me this, and I've never thought of this." Then we just also leave that conversation. That's it. After I think about 2, 3 weeks later, he gave me this offer, asking that he and his colleagues need home cooked food. They want to taste the home cooked food, as they are working here. That is difficult for them to go back home to their hometown to taste their mother's cooking. So he gave me this offer. Do you want to take? Then I was like, shall I? Shall I not? Because it's a commitment, you see.
Mm-mm.
Then I came out, okay, never mind. Why not give a try? That's how I tried in my grassroots and in temple, plus my makeup. I said, okay, never mind. I go for it also. So I tried doing for them, and they encouraged me a lot. And they will call me personally, and they will say, the food is really fantastic. It tastes really like how our mother cooked, and it gave me a very good feeling that at least I could, feed about 10 stomach of them. And it is normally ladies, especially, appreciation is very nice for them.
Mm.
So like this, when they appreciate, I was like, okay. They said that they taste like their mother's cooking. So I thought, okay, never mind. But and as I said, I didn't know anything about cooking. All the ingredients was in my mind that how my mom cooked. I start to cook by her methods and gave them,
Mm.
which they were very happy. That's why I said they call me personally and they said the way they talk to us is like I feel like very good, too good when we hear that appreciation. So through him, I started to go. 10 became 20, 20 became 30, 30 became 50. Then he gave me this confidence. Why not you start a company, a cooking company?
Mm.
Okay, as I always I said, you guys also encourage me a lot, and plus him, I thought, okay, I open my CK home food, home cooked food.
CK Home Food. Yes. And you also
Yes,
have a Facebook page on that, right?
correct. I have a Facebook page plus Instagram, the same name,
Wow.
CK home cooked food.
Fantastic. So, viewers, once again, good home cooked food. A lot of people have said her food is very nice. I've tasted it personally as well, and the food really is very, very good. You should give it a try. I think the unique part about it is it's a very home cooked base rather than industrial made. So she doesn't make for hundreds or 200s. She makes more for like, okay, you want like 30 packs, 20 packs, that kind of stuff where it's individually pick and choose every ingredient for every dish and make sure that the quality is not compromised because of the quantity. So that is one plus point which I really felt personally speaking. So Naga, now I also know since Diwali is around the corner, I realize you got a lot of packages for Diwali, right? So could you care to explain a little bit more about Diwali package?
Yeah, as I said, when I start cooking, I didn't stop just for cooking. Uh, I also didn't learn about baking also. All this I learned from my mom by watching it. So I said I kept everything in my mind all these years and I start baking also. So the way of my baking is like my mom's style. And I also bake cakes, cookies,
Mm,
and I also does the old traditional type of agaga, then pulot vaji. All this I'm doing.
mm.
So
So,
as you see, Deepavali is around the corner.
yeah.
I've started to do a lot of cookies, murkus, pulot vaji, and butter cake. Everything I've started.
And you also do catering for home functions. I mean, now not many home functions can happen, but you also do for small gatherings. So that's the best part because I do
Yes,
understand that
correct, Steve. Yep.
major restaurants want like 50 people or 30 people more, but I can actually call you and order food for 10 or even 20 people, right?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
So
Not many caterers accept a small amount, but we accept minimum from 10 to 15 onwards. I will take the orders because I do understand that most of the caterers does not take a small packs, you see.
mm,
So I started from the small packs. So minimum about 10 or 15, I've started to do that. So earlier itself, I mean, I've started this 2 years ago. So I'm doing this catering for 2 years.
mm,
Yeah.
wow.
So I started from the minimum. So maximum I can do until 400.
Fantastic. So Naga, now I know since you have already said that you do this, and I'm sure our viewers will be wanting to know more, especially when it comes to Deepavali package because it's just around the corner. So I think the best way is for them to actually call you and speak to you through. You can contact. So viewers, you can actually contact Naga through Facebook. Okay, CK Home Food, right?
Yes. Yep.
CK Home
Correct.
Facebook page. You can message her. At the same time, if you have noticed, there was an advertisement just before the break, right? So that advertisement, and even in the beginning, there was an advertisement of the show. The advertisement is also Naga's advertisement. So her contact number is also there. So you can call her. So Naga, just for before we come to the end of the show, just before our viewers who are urgently in need of some catering from some baking, maybe you want to just mention your phone number so they will know where to call.
Yeah. Can. My number is 81616543, and another number, Mr. Daniel, 93356069.
Fantastic. So, viewers, please support. You see, every dream will never ever be able to accomplished by a single person. It's always the people around them who work as a big inspirational force for them. Now, when we hear a story about an inspiring dreamer who achieved his dream, we hear about that one person. But usually, if you listen to it very carefully, you will come to realize there's a lot of people around them to support. Let us do our part as well. Let's support Naga in her business, especially during these challenging times. I think our support will go a very, very long way. So let's support her. Anyways, for Deepavali, I don't think so anyone is going to be cooking at home. We're all going to be catering. So let's cater from a place that tastes just like our mother's cooking, right? So Naga, thank you so much for sharing. I know you are very, very busy Diwali season, so you must be very busy with all the baking and cooking. And but I mean, I really must appreciate you for taking time off for this. Today's show has come to an end. Let's meet up again next week. And next week, I want to hear more. I mean, right now you are this very good role model, right? So you're an entrepreneur, you're a good mother, good wife, and you take care of your community as well. All this. So how were you when you were young? Were you this very good girl, or were you like very mischievous, naughty, or were you very, very extremely timid, quiet? We want to know more about that, but not now. In the next session. So Naga, once again, thank you very much for joining us, for putting aside your some time out of your busy schedule. Let's catch up with everybody next week.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Naga. Bye bye.
Bye.
Welcome once again. Coffee with your dreams. Extremely glad to meet each and every one of you again. This week, Coffee with Your Dreams, and our special guest is still Naga. So last week we met Naga, and Naga was explaining to us every single thing that she did. She's doing right now, from her volunteer work to her business, and how she takes care of her family as well. So, and she also explained a lot about Diwali package and so on. I hope each and every one of you would have also supported her and tasted her nice good cookies. Now, let's bring Naga on board and hear more about her past. That means, was she like this from day one? This responsible, this multitasking person who can do a lot of stuff? Or was she different? So let's call Naga. So let's call. So let's call Naga. Hi, Naga.
Hi, Steve. Happy Deepavali. Deepavali வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Happy Deepavali. Deepavali வாழ்த்துக்கள் உங்களுக்கும். Extreme.
நன்றி.
I mean, Deepavali was just one day before, and definitely you must be very, very busy. One thing, celebrating with your family, and another thing is you'll be very, very busy actually preparing for your catering orders and all, and also your beauty now. A lot of people will be calling you over to do makeup for them just before they go out to meet for Deepavali functions and so forth. So I'm extremely glad. I don't know how you do it, but I'm just going to thank you. Thank you so much for making time for us. Okay, thank you.
My pleasure, Steve, to joining with
So
you
Naga,
again.
thank you. So Naga, now last week you mentioned the stuff that you were doing. Okay, the amazing multitasking job that you're doing as a career woman and as someone who volunteers a lot, and also as a family woman who takes care of your kid, your husband, your family, and so forth. So it was amazing to hear how a person can, multitask so much. But I want to know, were you like this from day one? That means, were you like the super um, confident and multitasking person from day one, or were you very much different? Were you very mischievous when you were young, when you were a teenager, during your school days, or were you a very timid person and all that? Tell us more about your younger days, Naga.
Whatever you said, absolutely wrong. I'm a very quiet and shy person. I was scared for a lot of things. So my childhood, okay, my mom and dad, we have four of us, two elder brothers, and myself and my sister. We are twins. I'm the younger one. So, so four of us in the family, and it was very good. And how to say, my younger days, since I'm starting till my small, okay, very quiet. Very first, I will get sick if anything happen, like scary things. I'll get very fast, very sick, and very, very, very quiet, which I will never mingle to anyone because of my fear, all this. My sister is not like that. She mingle with everyone. She's okay with everyone, but I'm very quiet person. So I don't mix with anyone also. So days by days it went. My mother usually will scold me. Why are you keeping yourself alone? Come and mix with everyone. So here and there, well, the times grow, years grow. I start to mingle a bit, but still I'm very, I pull myself behind. I don't know why. So the case was going like this. So then my teenage, also very quiet. See, even now when my auntie, my aunts, my uncles, those who see me, they will say, "Wow, now I see you with so much of confidence and very talkative girl." But your younger days, you was too quiet and you will never speak or join with everyone, anyone also in the family. You will be just sitting down in a corner. You will ask you to join, but you will, oh, okay, 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 very shy, like that kind of person I was. Then till I think my marriage lah. Actually, I was like that, a fear person, a very shy person who never mingles with a lot of people.
Okay, that's quite a very different you, I would say, from who you are right now. You're actually volunteering so many places and talking to so many people, even running a business where you're going to be meeting a lot of people and all. So it's amazing to know how you actually transformed from a very, very timid girl to this. How do you think the
Yes,
transformation took place?
exactly. I myself, like, sometimes I would sit down and think, how come I'm so talkative now? Maybe because of my
Okay.
volunteering services, I have to speak out. And especially my business with my customers, I have to explain to them, I have to talk to them. So, there's a lot of things to, we have to talk things to them. So, that's why sometimes as I said, I always uh, feel like, how come I'm so different with and another part of my teenage years and childhood was so different. Now I'm really different.
Hmm. And I think many people I've heard them saying that when you turn 40 you actually become a different person, and especially for ladies at 40 they completely change. So did you start changing after 40, more. I kind
Definitely,
of understand your
definitely.
business was like starting at after 40, right? You started your businesses and
Yes,
all after 40,
definitely,
right?
definitely. Yes. Normally there's a quote that, but I can't, there's a saying, I can't remember that, as you mentioned. Ladies, I think their life starts after 40,
After
which is
40.
exactly very true. Till about 40, 39, 38, I was this kind of person because I had kids to take care. My housework and all this. So even I'm in the grassroots and in the temple volunteering. Also, I was a quiet person also, As you know, you always used to say, speak Naga, speak Naga. I'm very, very shy person, which I don't talk to anyone. I'm not very close with everyone. So after 40, exactly as you said, my life changed a bit. I wanted to change a bit because all those years I've come through isn't an easy path in a marriage life. With two kids and my husband, one person was working, so I have to survive with his one person salary, all these kind of things. So it isn't easy life for me even after my marriage. So past about I have been married for 19 years. So for past 19 years I was like that, a lot of suffering, a lot of discouragement, a lot of things happened. When after I became 40, uh, I thought, okay, this is a time maybe for me to take some challenges in my life,
Mm.
my attitude.
So, no. Yeah, I mean, that's really amazing because we have always heard about this 40, this pattern that happens when people turn 40. But in your case, it's really very, very true. And of course, I would say that the part that you had a very challenging life also definitely plays a part. We all change according to what's happening around us. Now, Naga, there's one interesting point that I wanted to ask you. So, I know that you are a good cook, right? You're a good cook, right? So everybody would be thinking. I mean, we have seen when in all the cooking programs, the chefs they can really take the food and the meat and they slice. They've got a very sharp knife. They do it so beautifully, so easy to look. And when we look at it, look. I mean, when we try it at home, like, we'll make a mess out of the meat. But when they do it, it's like so nice and all that. So, but I heard something about you. I heard that you didn't know how to buy or cut meat or fishes, especially all the way until very later part of your life, and it was your parents who were, your mom and dad used to always, buy and cut for you even after you were married.
Sorry,
So share with
corrected
us that
Steve.
story.
Till now, I don't know how to buy a fish. It's very
So
shameless,
how?
actually.
So how do you buy fish then? I mean, I'm sure you cook fish, right?
Yeah, after my marriage, you can believe my father and my mother is one who always buy fish, and I will ask the fish, in the
The
guy
fishmonger.
who sells the fish, yeah, ask them to clean and cut so that it's easier for me to cook. Even now, when I go to market, wet market, when I see all types of fish, really, I promise, I really don't know how to buy a fish. Till now, my
So you
father
just
used to
ask them, okay,
buy.
I want this fish, I want that fish, and then the
Yeah,
the
even the fish
shopkeeper
name also,
choose.
I'm not sure. I will just see what kind of fish I remember, what my father buy for me. Then I will just point and say, can look at the fish and see whether it's fresh.
So you'll ask the fishmonger himself to check and tell you if it's fresh.
Yes, I will ask him. Then he will check. He will say, yes, it's fresh. Then I will say, cut half inch, cut 1 inch, this size. If not, sometimes even I don't know, I will ask them to cut one size sliced fish first and ask him to show me. And he will show to me. I will like, okay, this size is okay. Okay, I think this size is correct for cooking. And I will tell him, okay, 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 can you can cut for me at this size. I know it's a
And
shameless thing as I've been running a catering company and I don't even know how to buy a fish till now.
and I know that in the early parts of your marriage, when you were staying by yourself, your dad actually used to buy fish and the morning from market on every Sunday and come and give it to you, right?
Yes, every Sundays my father will buy all the wet market stuff, the marketing, and he will come to my place and pass all the meat stuff and he will go back home.
Wow, that's
Because
amazing. That's very,
as
very
I said, I was the
nice of you.
last child in the family. My parents really pampered me a lot. So that's why I really don't know how to buy all these fresh meats. And I mean, meat now is better now, especially fish. Really cannot till now.
I mean, right now, I think our markets are quite good. The fishmongers don't really cheat us, and we ask them. Sometimes they themselves will say, "Oh, this is not fish. Don't. I mean, this is not fresh. Don't buy any. You choose fish
Yeah,
something else."
some they
So
does,
trustworthy.
some they do, they won't la. They why I
I
mean
mean,
when it is a busy crowd, they will just check. Yeah, 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 yeah. They just cut and give. Then after I come back and see why is the red the blood red color is something fishy. Why is it light? Why is it dark? All this like
mm,
I will be thinking, is this fresh? Did he give me a fresh? But somehow I
but
manage.
you have your regular vendors also, right? Regular shops, so they know you
Y-
and they tend to give
Correct.
you all good fresh stuff as well.
Yes,
That's good.
yes, yes. So now, after when I started my catering business, this kinds of shops, I know them personally. So now they won't cheat me, lah. So they
So
give me
thank
all the
God
fresh one
people
and good
only
one.
order. Yeah, I mean, thank God people only order fish curry or fried fish. They don't buy fish, batang fish fried or kurau fish curry. Then you get confused, really. Right.
Correct. That's why I say I don't even know that some types of fish names.
Mm.
It's really
Okay,
challenging
okay,
for
okay.
me when
Very
I go to the
interesting. Yeah,
market. It's a
yeah.
big
Very, very
challenge for
interesting
me when
fact.
I go. Yeah, it's not easy for me for myself to buy the fish, lah, actually.
Okay, okay. So, Naga, I also want to know a bit more about your beauty care business that you are now doing. You also, especially Diwali is just over, so there'll be a lot of people who'll be approaching you and stuff. But I'm sure they will. Sometimes they will start thinking, how is Naga qualified? Is she really trained in this, or what? Right. So let's now go for a short break. After that, tell us more about your beauty business as well. Right. Okay, viewers, let's go for a short break. We'll get, and then we'll join Naga once again and hear her story. Hi, viewers. Let's chat with Naga once again. Now, Naga is going to talk to us about her beauty care business. Let's see what tips she's going to share with us today. Hi, Naga.
Hi.
So, Naga, I believe you're going to share with us some beauty tips. But just before that, why don't you let us know how qualified you are in this area? What are the courses you took and so forth?
Okay. As you know that I love to do makeup, and I was doing makeup for my cousins and sisters whenever they need them. Uh, Need me to beautify them. So I had that interest. Not at first it wasn't a passion for me, but I had interest in it. So I thought, okay, why not take some beauty courses for my improvement and for my it will encourage me to go far. So that's why I thought of taking a few courses. So at first I took course in Naga bridal services. It's an Indian bridal service. So that course I took about 4 to 5 months, and
Hmm.
yeah. So I learned about a lot of hairdo, hairstyle, then sari tying and makeup for Indian beauties. So when
So,
each
sorry,
day by
Naga.
day, yeah.
Sorry, just want to ask you a question. So, when you said 4 to 5 months, you were actually taking the course. It was an online course, or physically you had to go for classes?
No, physically I went classes over there. It's not an online course. So I went
So
over
you
there
have to
every
make
Tuesday.
time. Oh, you have to make time and travel all the way from. You're staying in Woodlands, right? You stay all the
Woodlands,
way
yeah,
to
to
Slingy.
Slingy Center.
Wow,
Yeah. So
that's a
it's a
lot of
big
hard work.
challenge before, yeah, of course, because as I said, it wasn't a passion for me at first. But when I started the course, about 2 or 3 weeks when I attended the course, it was really fun, and I really like how to say it, like I myself had a bit of how to say um, about a oof factor over there, it which it gave me actually when attending that course. But it isn't easy to attend the course because every Tuesdays the course start at 7 to 9 the evening, 2 hours course. Then, as you know, I stay in Woodlands. From Woodlands, I have to go all the way to Slingy Center. So it was a big challenge. I have to do all my housework. I have to do all my cooking. I have to get ready all the stuff for my children and for my husband. And I will leave my house about 5 plus, and I will come back home about 11. So it was really a challenging timing for me uh, to go for the course and come back. But I thought myself, I'm not going to stop. I shall go for it. So each and every week, before going for my courses, I will prepare everything at home and I will make a time for me. I'll rush for my course. I'll finish up, come back. I make sure all things are done in my house, and I will take care of all my children's school homework. I will check everything is done. By the time, you can believe, I will go and sleep about 1:30 a.m.
So,
Then 6, I have to wake up the next day morning for my children.
so Naga, that means, didn't you like, what do you call it? Just feel like, maybe just give up halfway? Because see, a lot of people who are in the adult learning, once they start, after a while, they start to give up because it becomes very, very tough. It's with the family, with everyone, becomes a bit challenging and all that, right? So, did you ever have thoughts of actually like, okay, never mind, let me just give it up?
Yes, of course. As I said, the first, I think, 2, 3 lesson when I went, I mean, before I could get the oof factor there, which I have to continue, before I think about 1 or 2 weeks, because it was tiring for me as a housewife, finish up all the housework, cooking and washing and, washing the clothes, washing the house, everything done. When I go, I mean, 5 something, I have to leave the home. 5 something, I have to leave. So which I have to do everything done and have to leave. And as you know that MRT and buses will be a bit crowded at that time. So at many times I won't even have a seat to sit down. So by the way, when I travel from here to Silingi Center, I have to send all the while. My legs will be very stiff and very pain. Sometimes it gets swollen. So when I went there, I was like, okay, do I have to take this course? And it's like very difficult timing and very tiring for me. As a mother of two, I have to get ready everything, the stuff, and go for the classes. It was really tiring. As I said, I don't even get a place to sit down. So when I reached there, I was like half dead, truly to say. So when I said
I
want to
think if I
attend the
was
course,
you, I think if I was you, I would have given up maybe in the first one or
yeah,
two sessions.
actually, the course was interesting. It was pretty good, which I learned for that 4 to 5 months. But the thing is, as I said, it was new for me because all this while I was a housewife and a quiet person, a very shy person, don't even speak out. So that kind of person where I'm going to a place alone, all from the traveling from Woodlands to Slingy. I was like, when I travel, I'll be like saying each and everyone, wow, they're going to work or they're coming back to work. Or so much on confident I'm seeing in them. Why didn't I get that confident? Why am I like that? Sometimes I will think all these things while traveling in the MRT. Can believe everyone will
Question
be
yourself.
listening to music, songs, all this thing, talking, chit chatting. My mind will be running. Do I need to take this course? Must I try this? Are it's too tiring, all this stuff. Must I continue? Okay, then I thought, okay, never mind, just give a try for another 1 more month. You see my mentality, I was like, okay, never
Hmm.
mind, just go for 1 month. It's okay. We see we really can't, never mind, we can stop it. Don't go for it. Then that whole
So
month went,
Naga,
yeah.
so Naga, sorry. So that means after 5 months of hard work, when you completed the course, what did you get? I mean, it's like a certificate or what was the title
Yes,
of the certificate?
they gave me a certificate, certified Indian bridal makeup certificate. All this struggle have brought me even more brighter, I could say, from my side. And I was so much experience in makeup, all this, and it went. As I said, when the time when I want to give up, and my friends and everyone motivated even more, and it make me to push in more myself, and I really put in a lot of effort, and I pushed myself, and I went, even though it's really tough and tiring. I said myself, it's okay, never mind. I take up this challenge, and I want to really complete, and I want to be a certified makeup artist.
Beautician, yeah.
Yeah, so I went there. They gave me a certificate with a high tea, with a celebration. All this, when I get that certificate from my teacher, my guru, I was like, oh my God, something which I achieved in my life first time. It was
Achievement.
really tremendous for myself, kind of person, which never take any step in life, husband, children, house, you know and that certificate gave me, I can tell you, a lot of confidence. And when I went, they announced my name to come and get the certificate. Oh my God, I went uh, as a proud woman. I stood there and took that certificate. It was really a proud moment. I still have the picture holding that certificate
Wow.
of my. It's really, I true to say that I really had tears in my eyes when I collected my first certificate.
Wow,
Then
wow. I mean,
after,
definitely you were so timid and all. So, after a while, when you actually achieve this, it's really a lot of fulfillment and satisfaction. So what did
yes,
you do after that? Did you,
yeah,
further
after that, when I got this confidence, you know what? I didn't stop it. I said, okay, I've learned Indian makeup, bridal makeup. Why not I try in a Western kind of thing, dinner type of thing, makeup stylish. Then after I think a month gap, after I settled everything, I went to Cosmoproof, which also in the Slingy Center, Park Mall. So I went over there. I sit down and spoke to them. What are the causes they have, and how many months was the period? I mean, the period time. How long was it? The duration time and the timing. Everything I went to check. After the information, I came back home, sat down. I really did some kind of tuition for myself to maintain my house and the cost. And that
mm,
cost was about 6 months. So
wow.
4 to 5 months, I struggle a bit so much, and it's another one more course for 6 months. And that time, I think I had the WSQ funding, if I'm not wrong. So I thought of using that fund to go over this causes. I didn't want to give up myself. I said, okay, never mind. What other causes they have, just let go for it. So I went for a course for 6 months, makeup course in Cosmoproof. After that, I didn't stop. I went for a color theory course in Cosmoproof also.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all a certified makeup center. It is. It's an academy.
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah, they
yes,
are they are quite famous. Yeah, I've
yes,
actually
Cosmoproof
heard a lot about them.
Academy. Yeah, so I thought, okay, never mind. It's a big academy. Why not? When I go there over there, uh, it's even more good for me, and I will feel even more better. I found myself that, so I really want to go for it. So I just went. So 6 months of that finished. I take another color theory makeup course for eye makeup. Just for eye makeup, the color theory, what are the colors can mix, all this. I really had the interest on that, so I went for it. That course is about 1.5 months. I finished up that. Then I went for another design of makeup course. That also is about 1.5 month course. So in Cosmoproof itself, I think less than a year, I finished up about 3 courses.
Wow.
Yes, it's all
From a person
certified.
who didn't want to go for course at all, now you've already completed 4 courses.
Yeah,
including
but three to
the
four.
from
Yeah.
Menaga. Yeah.
Yes, Menaga.
Wow.
Yes, it's a four courses. Yeah, it was. That's why I say it isn't also easy for me. It was really tough, and so many months I have to struggle. I really did struggle because the same routine. I have to travel, finish up, I have to come back, and
So
coming back
Naga, that
home.
means
Yeah,
sorry. That means I think what you needed was just a little push. Once that happened, you started running and there's no stopping you at all. Because I know that after this, you actually went on to start another business. That's your catering business. So you didn't just stop at one industry itself, which many of us will do. After a long time, we will take up something, we'll just stop there. You actually started something else. It's amazing to hear. I really want to hear now more, and I'm more curious to find out how you actually managed it to actually start your catering business as well. But before that, I think we have come to the end of this session. So let us now say goodbye to our viewers. And next week, when we meet up, explain to us more in detail how did you actually do the catering business as well, on top of your beauty business, and of course, on top of your volunteer work, on top of your role as a mother, a family woman, and so forth. Okay, Naga, thank you very much.
yes. See you. Bye.
Okay, see you. Bye bye. Hi, everybody. We are meeting Naga again today with Coffee with Your Dreams. So, Naga has already explained to us a lot of details about her beauty business. And now let's hear from her about her catering business. Let's see what inspired this timid lady to start up a catering business cooking for so many people. So, let's welcome Naga.
Hi, Steve. How are
Hi,
you?
Naga. Very,
Nice to
very
meet you
good. Very good.
again.
Yes, thank you so much again. I can't stop thanking you because all our guest speakers who join us for all the programs, they are all very, very busy people. And you are also, in fact, I think I must mention this. You are the first lady to come on our show, Coffee with Your Dreams. I just realized when I was
Oh,
talking to you, so thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm very sure more ladies out there would be very, very inspired by you. They would have heard you, how you managed your business, how you managed your volunteer work, how you started your beauty business. And now I'm sure they're very, very keen to hear how you started your catering business. Now, we know that um, many ladies, they love to cook, right? Especially during COVID times, you could see a lot of new talents and recipes coming out. But not many people who wanted to make it into a business, and you actually went out and do it. But I'm sure there's a lot of procedures to follow and stuff like that. Please advise us. How did you start off your catering business?
Okay. At first, I didn't have um, the thing to cook at first. Then after that, my very close friend, Mr. Daniel, he called up me and asked my colleagues and myself want a home cooked food, which we really can't I mean really can't find outside because there's I mean he said I mean there are many shops out, but the specialty is home cooked food is one is healthy, one is with love, the way we cook. So he called and asked, can you do for us, just for 10 people of us? Then I didn't thought of that. I didn't take that serious. A week later, he called me again. Have you decided? I say, about what? About the food. Can you cook for us? Just for lunch at first, you can cook for us. Um, then you always know, right? My confidence level is always low. Whatever things I want to do,
Mhm.
I will, think twice before I could make a decision. As this also, because it's not easy for cooking for others, especially outside the person whom we don't know. Our family
Of
is
course.
different. Yeah, so it's when we cook for outside people, it's really difficult thing. So I was thinking one twice. I was like, okay, okay, what shall I do? Okay, since they are asking a good cook food, okay, why not? Shall I try? So I tried first, and their feedback was really tremendous. And they called me personally and told that uh, this kind of food, this type of food which you have cooked as tasted like our mother, as how they cooked their older days. And they even called me and asked, how did you know this type of curry? How do you know the this is the padam, to cook, the gravy, all these kind
The
of
right
things.
the right mixture of the ingredients and all
Correct,
that. Yeah.
correct. Then I will say that I learned it from my mother. My mother used to cook this kind of these types of cooking she will cook. So I've seen, I mean, for many years. So I know all what type of ingredients which she use in cooking. So
Mm.
that make me come back with a oof again to cook for a nice food. I mean, I'm a very good cook. Uh, in the house, I will cook very nice, and the children, my husband, all will love it. And at times, many my friends I've cooked and gave them, they will say the food is really very nice, very tasty. But I've never tried outside. It's a big challenge for me to try to give outside. Because we have to uh, see how much of packs we are going to cook, what are the quantity we need, like vegetable stuff, the meat stuff, all this, a lot of things. Then after my friend uh, asked me for 10 packs, I start to giving about 1 week, 2 weeks. By somehow his friend, other of his friends get to know this, that there's a home cooked food coming to their workplace and tastes like a home cooked healthy food. And he called and asked me, sorry, I asked for 10 packs. Now it's keep on increasing. More friends are asking. I said, oh my God, I only can do for 10 and you are increasing the packs. I'm not sure whether I can really do it. Then he said, okay, never mind. I will come down to your place. I will talk to you. So he came down one day and he sat down in my house and he spoke about a lot of details, for these people really like your food, that people really like their food, they feel so nice to eat your food each and every day. One day you never give, also they asking, oh my God, today no home cooked food, is it? I miss Naga's food. Why not you can take this up as your passion, do as a catering. Why don't you give a try? I said, I'm alone, I got 2 kids and a family which I really can't really do. Then he gave me this idea of, it's okay, I am there for y'all to help. Why not you try? I'll be helping you in a lot of things, accounts, all this. You don't have to worry. You just go for cooking. Then I say, in that case, then it's okay. If I have someone with me, I think I will try my best, because alone is, it's really cannot. Then I mean, just for 4 of us I can cook, but more than 10 packs. And as I said, the amount that which he came here to say, it's about 50 packs. I was like, 10
Mm.
packs, it was increasing, became 50 packs. I said, oh my God, 50 packs, no, the one பேச்சுக்கே இடம் இல்ல. They say, no, no, no. We will help. We will be there for you. We are there for you. You just go on. Okay, then we start to do, and he gave a lot of ideas, and he became my business partner. And myself and Mr. Daniel are the business partner of CK Home Food Catering, and which we are
Mm.
doing it now for past 2 years. Then,
So,
yeah.
sorry, that means, when you decided to jump from, like, 10 people up to 50 packs kind of thing, you definitely had to invest a lot on the pots and pans and, to cook the big quantities and all that, right? So that's another huge entire thing. Yeah.
Huge, huge. I will go everywhere. The warehouse, wherever warehouse is there, I will go and find all. I mean, I will go and check the prices for the pots, the big pot. I mean, the pane, everything. I search and search. Luckily, I have good friends who were with me, and Mr. Daniel also. I mean, he's working in a different place, so his off days. He will fix a time and date with me. Then I will fix a date and time with him also, and we will go shop to shop. It's not
Mm,
really easy, Steve. It's not really easy thing.
mm,
It's not really, really.
definitely.
Catering is is there really. And we went there to shops by shops. I went even up to Gelang to see all these things. And I'm very shy and timid person who doesn't like go out a lot. I will never go. I'm always a housewife at home. When I see these kind of places, oh God, how am I going to manage it? It was really
And
super
Naga,
tiring.
talking about pots and pans and the
Yep.
challenges with that, I understand that you have a separate pots and pans, a whole everything batch for vegetarian, strictly vegetarian, right? Because
Yes, definitely.
I do understand you do catering for those who are involved in the prayers as well. And we Hindus usually we are very strict about the prayers time when we are vegetarian. So we have to make sure we don't use the same pots that we have cooked non-veg with. So I understand you have got that means one set for all vegetarian and one
Yes,
more set for
when I
all
buy
non-veg.
all this kind of pots, everything, I decided that we should, do something which healthy and clean. And so when I went over there, I told my partner, Mr. Daniel, that I just don't want to buy a few and keep, which I want to cook in everything. No, I've made up my mind that for vegetarian, I need whole sets of pots, even the spoons, everything. And for non-veg, another set. So I got two sets, which I will never use for veg. I don't use for non-veg. Non-veg, I won't use for veg. I always
Mm.
separate. There's a cupboard there. I've bought a cupboard also, so I separate all my pots, everything.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
because
very good. That's very, very considerate because I think one of the biggest issue that many people will be facing is when they are vegetarian and when they are, especially for prayers reason, for Hindus especially. So they will be looking for, they wouldn't want to have food catered from people who cook on the same pot as a non-veg. So it's very
definitely,
considered
yes,
and a good
definitely.
business decision I think you have made. You mentioned
Yep.
something about hygiene and all that. I believe that you
Yes.
have also done something about that, right, Naga?
Yes, definitely. When I start this catering, I didn't know much things. Then one day I sat down in the computer and Google a lot of things about catering before I could get a license. I got how to say. I sat down and get all
Research.
informations, research, and get all the information for myself before I could start this catering service. Then I found out that a lot of courses for food we have to really to attend if we need to give our customers a quality and good hygiene food. So I went for the
Mm.
courses. It's a 2 days course. I went over there. I sat down and learned a lot of tips from the course, a lot of things, the way of cutting vegetables. They taught us how to cut the vegetables, the way we cut the vegetables, how clean we should clean rinse with the water, the vegetables, all kinds of things I learned over there. I mean, we are clean and we are hygienic at home when we are cooked, but it gave me even more nice things to see that, oh my God, there's so much things to start a catering service, quality and the quantity. It's so much there. And I think the 2 days course gave me a lot of information, and I really get things done that 2 days. And I also
Wow.
got a certificate in the food hygienic course.
Mm. So Naga, that means you had to go through a lot of process for your beauty business, and you had to also equally go through a lot of details and procedures for your catering business. So it was not like something that was like very very easy. It was a lot of procedure and a lot of
Yes,
stuff.
it's not
Now you're
really easy.
handling both.
It's not easy. Why I'm telling it's not easy is, as I said, we can cook for our own people. But when it is go out of the house means it's others. So if anything happen, then it will become a big issue. You see, so I make sure that okay, as at home we are so much hygienic. That same thing we should also give to our customers.
Yes. So,
Yes,
Naga, thank you so much. I'm very sure those who wanted to start a business in catering, but after hearing you, they will have a very good idea, and I'm sure they can also ask you as well. You can go to CK Home Food catering page, and just go there, leave a message. I'm sure Naga will help you in every ways. So
definitely.
now, Naga, I think running a business is very, very challenging. So I want to hear your view on this, as in how do you, I mean, what made you really want to start? Because you have to explain all the procedures, but I wonder what's the trigger point that made you want to start these two business, and not, and why these two business in, I mean, there's so many businesses out there, but you decided to start these two. But just after the break, let's go for a short break. Viewers, we'll catch up with you in a short while. Stay tuned. Hi, everybody. Once again, we are meeting up with Coffee with Your Dreams, and we are going to catch up with Naga. So, Naga, just before the break, she was talking to us about her catering business, how it is to start a catering business, the procedures, and the struggles that she went through. So, now let's chat with Naga on what took her, I mean, what are the things that she had to do to start off this business, her both businesses. Why is it that she wanted to go into a catering and a beauty business? What is the trigger point? Right? Let's call Naga. Naga.
Hi.
Hi, Naga. Welcome back. So we were talking about how you started your catering business, and last week you mentioned about your beauty business. So now the question is this, Naga. Everyone, nothing happens in this world, in this universe. Nothing happens without a reason. There's always a reason for everything that we do and everything that happens to us. There's a bigger reason, and I always call it in all my talks. I always call it as the trigger point. Trigger point is something that doesn't let us go wrong, and it is why we started off. And after a while, the trigger point is what that keeps us going, to make sure that no matter how difficult it gets, we don't give up. We keep going, right? So we want to know, what is the trigger point that made you start both your beauty and catering business? Please share with us your uh, story,
Sure,
Naga.
definitely. Okay, for my course, I mean my beauty thing. The thing is, one day my friend, she called me for a function to do makeup for her daughter. She's a teenage girl actually. So there were family function going on in their house. So she invited me to come over to do makeup for a child because she does a makeup. The
So
the
this is after
daughter,
your business, after you started your business.
yes, after my makeup.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
but
when
you
yeah,
okay, Naga, wait.
yeah.
Sorry, 18, huh? Stop at 18. No, you are supposed to say this. You're supposed to say this before you start the business. This your just friend, just called you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why it triggered you to start out the business. Okay?
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay,
Before,
so we'll
right?
start from
Okay,
higher again.
okay.
Hi, Naga.
Hi, Steve.
Sorry, I think I will remove you and then come in again. Yes. Okay. Hi, Naga.
Hi, Steve.
So, Naga, You gave us a very good explanation of how catering business is supposed to be started. You actually even explained a lot of details of your struggles that you had to go through and all. But I'm very curious because nobody starts a business without any reason. Nothing in this universe happens by itself. There's always a bigger reason for everything that we do. And I call it as a trigger point. Everybody has a trigger point for something. The trigger point is very important because whenever we are whenever we are faced with a challenge and we feel like giving up, it's a trigger point that forces us to stay on track. The trigger point, why? Because that is the incident or the reason that actually triggered the whole action, which is you starting a business. So what do you think? I mean, what is the reason? What is the trigger point for you? How did you manage to start? Why did you want to start this beauty business and catering business?
Okay, for my business, before I could start, took license on this for beauty, everything. As you say, a trigger point really happened in my life too. Before I start this beauty, there's one of my friend calls me and asked me to come over her place to do makeup for her daughter. Actually, they had some family function at home, and so she wants me to come over to do makeup for her daughter, as her daughter doesn't do any makeup. She's a teenage girl actually. So she, when explained to me, she said that my daughter always don't like to do makeup. She doesn't like makeup. So I mean, we have a function at home. Could you please don't mind? I know you can really make up very well. Can you come over? I said, okay, let me see whether I'm free. If not, I really can't do it. Then she said, okay, please, lah,
So,
but you try your best. So I
so it was
said,
like a personal
okay,
help,
yeah, it's a kind of
just a
personal
personal
help.
help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I saw that that day I have another function. Then I call up and her and say that I'm so sorry, dear, that I really can't come. That I got another function. She said, "Oh my God, you can't come, is it? Actually, I like my daughter to dress up, but she really doesn't. She's a very shy girl who doesn't really like makeup. So I really wanted to try you because I've seen you make up yourself. It's very natural. I really like your makeup. Can you please?" Then I said, "Okay, never mind. It's okay. Before I could go for my function, I come over for your function to doll up your daughter." Then she said, "You, oh my God,
Wow.
thank you so much." Then I went over. When I went into the room and saw her daughter with the makeup, originality face. She's actually a dark skin girl, teenage girl. So maybe it could be why maybe she doesn't like to make up that much or what. I'm
Mm.
not sure about it.
So
Maybe
she's
she
very
feels shy.
conscious. Yeah,
Yeah,
inferior complex and all.
yeah, some they have, you see, because of their skin tone. Then she came to me. Then she said, "This is my daughter. Can you doll her up very nicely?" I said, "Definitely, I will try my best." But still, I to outside I can say definitely, but inside I was like, can I do it? Because I wasn't a professional that time, you see. So I
Mm.
said, okay, never mind. I open up my makeup bag. I just pray to the God. Please be here for me, and the magic should happen. Okay, then I started everything, take out all my things, do a very pretty makeup for her. And that girl was like, also like, while doing this, so she was like, "Auntie, I don't want this eye color. I don't want this mascara." Like, I mean, teenage girl, she really doesn't want it
Yes,
because,
yes.
yeah. So, like, I say, "No, ma, if you put, it will really look perfect on you." Then she said, "No, auntie, don't want, auntie." Then I said, "Don't worry. I won't, make you too awkward. I will make you natural makeup for yourself." Then I don't know what confidence for her that got in me. She said, "Okay, auntie, you do what you want, auntie." So she gave me the freedom for a while to, doll up her face, her dressing, her full dressing. Then, I did the full dressing for her, the hairdo, makeup, and the sari tying, everything I did. And I just went off because I had a function. So I told my friends, okay, I've done my part. I have to rush for another function, so I have to go back home. So I just went. And you can believe it, Steve. The next day, my friend and her daughter sent me so many thank you messages. And I was, what did I did? And they are thanking so much. And especially the teenage girl, she said, Auntie, I didn't think that I will look so gorgeous on your makeup, and you did it. It was not
Wow.
awkward. It was not like too fair or too dark, anything for my skin tone, which I thought that I won't look that nice. But you have made me so beautiful, and everybody said I look so gorgeous. And that words of a teenage girl gave me so happy and encouraged, and how to say, inspire me to, like, oh my god, I've inspired someone by someone. And
Wow.
she said I could see myself a lot of confidence after being makeup, seen in my makeup.
Wow. I bet you have already changed the way she looks at herself itself. The whole impression of you
Definitely.
changed.
Definitely. I
Beautiful.
mean, a makeup could change a personality, on a person. The way we dress up, it will really change. And like she keep on messaging, thank you, auntie, thank you. The makeup is so nice, so nice. Thank you, auntie, thank you, auntie. I said, it's okay, never mind, ma. As long as you're happy, I'm also happy. As you're telling, thanking me so much, I think this kind of things really inspire me to go far.
So you
So
wanted to
that
actually
was
give the same kind of experience to more people, I believe.
that
That's how,
really, I really, make them to feel even more beautiful. And that is how this kind of things really inspired me for to go for furthermore, to take up a lot of courses, to learn about the makeups, to learn about beauty tips, all this. I really go far because of these kinds of healthy words for me.
Hmm. Definitely,
Definitely, really
definitely.
inspire. Yeah, a teenage girl, her age is different, my age is different, and I've made my makeup confidence on her, which make me feel so happy. That's the time that I thought, never mind, no harm trying. So I went for to take up a lot of courses to upgrade myself and to inspire by a lot of people, and I can inspire by a
Wow.
lot of people.
I think
Yes,
the universe decided to send the girl down in a form to actually help you, reach out to more of such people and make a
you
difference.
can believe it. Till now,
Fantastic.
whenever I went go for makeup, for personal makeup, the next day a lot of messages will come from my customers. They will say, "Oh my God, your makeup is so nice," and which look on us were very natural for our skin tone. You make your makeup very natural. It's not, sometimes I've seen some functions or what, some people will put more makeup, a brighter makeup, which will never suit for their skin tone. But I particularly chose for their skin tone. I have all the quality products which I use for my customers, so they are very
Mm.
happy on it. I'm very happy each and every time I go and I does a makeup, and the review, they feedback, and the feedback and the review they gave me is so positive, so positive.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
How about your catering business? What triggered you to start off your catering business?
Okay. If I tell you something, you don't believe me. My friends and family functions I've been. Okay. The first thing, I will go and see food because I love to eat and I love to cook also. So the first thing when I enter, I will say hi, 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 all my cousins, my friends.
Yeah,
The second,
go straight to the kitchen.
go straight. I go and see buffet. I will just open up and I will see. Normally buffet catering, they will, put their name card. I mean,
Yes.
describe what are the dish they have. I'll go and take a look. I'll just take a look. Wow, this kind of dish, nice, nice to eat. But when I eat, uh, I won't find it that fantastic. That doesn't mean
Oh,
that my food is very, very fantastic. I mean, it is nice, but I will find it that வீட்ல சமைச்சிருந்தா இன்னும் நல்லா இருக்குமே.
Home cooked food is
You
still
know,
better. Yeah.
yeah, because I'm a home cook person, right? So when I go function, I say other caterings. I mean, the food is nice, but I'll feel like home cooked is nicer, right? I'll think myself. So when I went, literally, I went for some few functions which I tasted. Okay, the food, and I myself I thought house food will be nice. Why not we try? Then then is the thing that my friend came over. You know, then I thought, okay,
Mm.
I've eaten a lot of catering food. Why not we give that kind of catering in a home cooked food way with love, especially mother's touch. Even my slogan is,
Mm.
a must touch, because I
That's your
love my
secret
mom's.
ingredient, also, I guess, right? Mom's touch.
Yes, it's. I love my mother's cooking. She's a awesome cook. She loves cooking also, as well as how I am like that. She was like that in her younger days as a mother. I love each and every style of the way of cooking. So I thought um, this also triggered me. Functions I've eaten all this kind of food with that same thing, same dish. Why not we should try it as a home cooked food
The
with
touch
mother's
up,
touch
yeah.
and with love. Yeah. So I started to choose. And I also make sure. Okay, at home we are eating the way we are eating healthy. I should also give my customer healthy version. So when I go for marketing, I always choose a healthier choice oil, and I use less oil also in my food actually, because I'm used to it.
Mm.
Yeah, less oil. I always use less oil. My food can never seem oily, because I'm very particular in oily
Yeah,
stuff.
like
And
some places when you buy food, the oil will be like, a thick layer on top. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. But in my food, I no one have ever complained your food was oily. I make sure my food is uh, quality, and the quantity is also enough for them. But the main thing, with a must touch, a must love. I cook with mother's love, because I'm also a mother of two now. So when I'm cooking, actually, I put in a lot of love in my cooking, and I cook. That is my secret of my catering, actually.
Wow, that's really, really very beautiful because we have heard a lot of people speaking about their secret formulas of like hard work and and stuff like that, even best qualities and ingredients. But the fact that most of us started liking food, liking to eat a lot of food, it started off from our mothers, their cooking, and after some time, I think we are searching everywhere for that same kind of food, but we just can't find unless you go to CK Home Cook. So
Yes,
Naga,
definitely.
thank you so much for sharing with us all this. I'm very sure our viewers had a very, very good time understanding how both the businesses, how you managed to start and all that. This session is very, very inspiring, especially for women out there like you who also wanted to start off a business and would have also wanted to go through the procedures, know what is it. Son. Now, Naga, being a woman, definitely there will be more challenges because one thing like what you said a bit over the past 2 weeks that there will be points where people put you down, they don't want you to do this, and then family commitments and so forth. So I want to know how you actually as a woman went through this and actually succeeded, but not now, in the next session. Our time is already up for this session. Let's gather our thoughts and come back together to discuss about this next week. Naga, thank you very much once again for your time. Let's catch up next week.
Bye, Steve. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again, Coffee with Your Dreams. This is segment four, our last segment with our special guest, Naga. Now, as we all know, Naga has actually uh, done a lot of stuff in community work, as a career woman and also as a family woman. So, being a woman, many of the time we have heard things like it's going to be very difficult because being a woman, I've not been given many opportunities and stuff. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to ask her what are the challenges that she faced and how did she cope up with it as a woman, right? So let's call Naga in. Hi, Naga.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
Very, very good. You have traveled with us, being the first woman on our Coffee with Your Dreams segment. You have traveled with us for this is the fourth week. So thank you so much for putting aside time out
My
of your
pleasure, my pleasure.
busy
It's really
schedule.
my pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you so much
You
for
know,
giving me this opportunity.
this definitely it's an honor for us to have you on our show, and I'm very sure our viewers would have actually benefited a lot. Now, some of the viewers would have felt that they want to actually listen to the whole four segments without any breaks, without any advertisements. Right? We hear you. No worries. We have actually after this once we have after today within 3 days if you see there will be a YouTube channel below, Mr. Dream Big Initiative. Go in there, subscribe. You'll be notified within 3 days that this video, the full segment without any advertisements, is up for you, right? So you can go in there and watch the full segment without any break. You don't have to go for segment one and then go and search for segment two. No need. Everything will be put together and send it to you to make it easier for you. Our aim is to inspire people by listening to the inspirational stories by these people who have personally inspired me. And I'm very sure they've inspired you as well. Now, Naga, how is it going, man?
Yes, good, awesome.
Very, very good. I just hope
Busy
that,
days.
by coming on this show, people have contacted you and also have spoken to you and maybe, increase in business. Or if not yet, meantime to come, definitely they will be calling you and all. So I really wish you all the best. You have traveled with us for 4 weeks. It's a very, very, I mean, I will never say even giving an interview is easy. It's tough. It's challenging. I mean, we know, how sometimes can get very, very tiring. We'll look at a lot of situations and timing and all. So, Naga, now as a woman, you will have faced a lot of challenges. Share with us some of the challenges that you face. As a woman coming up with your own business and volunteering and so many things. So, some of the challenges that you face and how did you deal with it?
Yeah, as I said before in my interview, that it's not really easy for a woman to come along all these years now. Yes, it was a very tough and rough path for me as a mother, as a mother, or as a businesswoman. It's not really easy. As I always say, it's not really easy. Mm, there are, I could really say that there are a lot of discouragement for me at the beginning. I mean, even now also I have, but I think I've come over from it. But at first, I really had a lot of up and downs within our family members. They didn't encourage me at all at first, saying that it's really tough for a woman to take a lot of challenges to do this kind of businesses. And I knew it, but I know, but I really want to, you know, give uh, my name or uh, a good place. I need to stand in a good place to see to let people to see me good. That was only in my mind.
Earn a
So I
name for
struggle a lot.
yourself.
Yes, I want a name for myself. Really, that is the real saying. Is the name I really wanted. Okay, this girl can really do it. There was, Steve, there is my, as I say, my life isn't easy. Not a, I mean, golden spoon type of girl. So apart from that, life is different. But after marriage, life has changed. After children, life has changed. Challenges was going on and going on. Each and every stage of a woman would face off. I also face it. But maintaining in a business and home is really tough. And I said, most of them told how you can manage, how you could manage it. You're a family. You have to look after your children. Focus on your children. Focus on your children's study. That is first choice of in your life. Then a lot discouragement. A lot of people spoke behind my back. A lot negative thought from them. Bad vibes. All this was, like on to me, like I was like a stage of point that I could not really bear it. Then I was thinking about all this stuff. Why is it happening to me? Why is it happening to me? Why I don't get encouragement, good vibes, a positive words, all this kind stuff. Then there always a turning point for us in our life, and that point, there was a turning point. I thought I should change that turning point into a good vibes, into a good things, involve in many things, do a lot of things. I mean, a good things, charity wise, or in me. I wanted a change in me also at that time. So I thought, okay, never mind, change that thing. Certain things have changed me, and all my negative thoughts I throw it away. Whatever negative thoughts came to me, I change into a positive thoughts to my ears. And I could, after my all these struggles, now I think I've earned a bit of my good name there. And those who said I can't do it, whom they said that you really can't do it, that same kind of people came to me and said, oh my God, incredible change on you. And you are somewhere now I'm looking at. And the word they told
Wow.
me, inspiring for women. They told me this. You inspire a lot of women, especially homemaker. Housewife should not stay at home, should come out of it. And that vibes and everything we saw on you. We know how, and somehow some know, and I also know who talked about me badly. What are the things they spoke about me behind my back, but I just let it off everything. I just go for it. The people came back to me and said, you are awesome now.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
And I
struggle
think,
and the rough and tough
yeah,
part have made me even more confident, a lot of confidence now. That's why I said about many years ago, I would never speak in a interview, or even within our friends chat group or whatever it is. And now, without me, they said they feel so alone.
Mhm. And in fact, I can hear from your voice itself that it was a very, very tough challenge. And, it is a very emotional topic for you. And I think that this is one of the biggest struggle that many women out there are facing when they want to do something on their own, when they have to come out of the comfort zone. They are pushed with a lot of pressing matters that they have to put aside, like family and so forth. And of course, After some people keep on pushing you down, sometimes your confidence itself is gone, and that becomes another whole entire issue by itself. I think hearing
Definitely.
you, they will definitely get more confidence, and we will be uh, we will definitely be able to do much more better, come out of their comfort zone. So Naga, I want to hear what is it that you want to, what's your advice for women out there after this break? Let's hear more about your advice for women out there and young entrepreneurs who want to start up something on their own, young dreamers who want to achieve their dream. So Naga, after this break, let's check on that. Hi, we heard Naga, a everyday. Hi, we heard Naga share her life story, her inspiring life story, and how from a typical homemaker, she actually came out and started her own business, started volunteering in many places, and the keyword that she used earned a name for herself. Very, very inspiring indeed. Let's now speak to Naga on a message. Hi, Naga.
Hi, Steve.
Wow, I must say that your speech earlier actually was very, very emotional, and we can really feel that you went through a lot of struggle. Now, as I mentioned earlier, many women out there would be also going through the same thing like you. In fact, they may have even lost all hope of them earning a name for themselves. You know, the key word that you said earlier, which caught my attention a lot, was earning a name for yourself. And this is as simple as it sounds, but it's something that many people have, especially women, has have forgotten after a while. You know, it's like women, they, you know, after from birth, they actually carry their dad's name, you know, in the back, and after a while, they will be carrying their husband's name and all, and earning a own name for themselves. It's something that, you know, maybe they might have forgotten, and the society may have also forgotten. I mean, right now there's a lot of opportunities for ladies. You know, I must say that it's not like the olden days, but yet there are many, many contradicting facts as well. Like for a fact that a lady is, the moment she gives birth, uh, that she definitely can't go to work during that time, and you know, after that, getting back into workforce. I can imagine COVID. Many of my friends were sharing COVID. 2 months they never go to work itself. When they go back to work, they find that everything is changed, everything is difficult. The body is like, you know, not adapting to the back to the school days. I mean, work days, and they had difficulty managing it. But for when you talk about a woman, she goes through huge body changes, and you know, taking care of the baby and all, and coming back to work is not easy at all. So I think many women out there would be facing how to get back, just waiting for a chance, waiting for that trigger point, waiting for that push factor. What is your message for women out there on achieving their dreams?
Mm. Women, we always have a lot of willpower, but we don't show it out because of our family situation, all these things. Being a mother, being a wife, is the responsibility is not easy. I do understand, but don't stop from only from that. Please go on, go far away, chase your dreams. Always, I always hear this slogan always from my mentor, Mr. Steve Saravanan. Chase your dreams. Chase your dreams. Go far for it. Inspired me a lot, this word. have my life has changed because of those kind of inspiring words. And I also have inspired by him in a lot of ways. I should really thank him
Thank you.
for I am being like this now. One of my reason I am like this because of him also. So I hope you also will get a good inspire people in your life, a good people in your life, positive energy in your life. So women don't stop from here as a homemaker or being a wife. That responsibility you have in your right hand means in your left hand, be a powerful woman, earn a name for yourself, stand in your own
True.
legs.
And I think
Your
one of the
life will
point you
change.
mentioned, and I think one of the point you mentioned earlier about the positive energy, I think it is very, very important because I find there's many of times there's more people who actually are there to pull you down rather than to push you up, to say what you can't do rather to say what you can do. I'm attending this particular course now, and one of them in the course, one of the topics of the course was how many times do we um, appreciate. Like for example, we see someone, our kids, our spouses, our good friends, and all that. We see them doing something wrong. Immediately, we are quick to jump and tell them, "Hey, you know what? You have done this wrong. You have done that wrong. You should change," and so forth. But how many times are we going and telling them on a daily basis, "Hey, you know what? You have done this right. You have done that very well." Now, how many times do you think we get calls like that from our loved ones, our friends, that saying that, you know what, today, hey, today you sent this particular post, that was very, very nice, or today you said this particular word which was very nice. Very, very seldom. But assuming you put one wrong word, that's it. Social media is a classic example, because I remember I did this social experiment. I actually put up a very motivational quote, and then I had about 10 over likes, and then I had nothing, no comments. What I did about 2 hours later, I put up a post scolding someone. How dare you think you can ruin my life? Watch and see. Let me pull you down. This and that. I put in. That's it. I had about 200 over people putting angry face, emotions down there,
Oh my
messages.
God.
Are you sure, bro? Are you okay, bro? No problem, bro. Don't worry, bro. Keep it going. Da, 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 da. Why is there are people who are always there when you are in need. I mean, when you are in this kind of issues, but not when you are there when you're celebrating. I mean, I know we all have heard about this. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Yes, but that doesn't mean the friend mustn't be there when you're doing good. It's like
Definitely.
who wants like during your bad times you have a lot of people, but during good times you got nobody at all. Because come on, we are not anticipating bad times to be the most to covering most part of our life, right? We all want good moments. We want to be filled with good people where you can have
Exactly.
coffee and say, you know what, hey, this coffee is very nice, huh? Look at this coffee, very nice. I think there's a special ingredient. Yeah, like just like how a friend actually told you, you should do this, you should start a business and all. That coffee, the little coffee talk can actually encourage and make you start your own business. That kind of opportunities must be given to all our ladies, and I mean, even men for that matter. But why I particularly say ladies? Because one thing is, ladies, they are, okay, now let's face it, one way or other, I find the ladies, they spend more time taking care of family than themselves. So I really appreciate and salute to all ladies for that sacrifice that they have been doing all the way. And I do understand it's going to be a bit more bigger challenge for them to get back to track after childbirth and taking care of child and so forth. But that should not stop you, and husbands should that should not stop us also from letting them getting back on their feet. Like how Naga explained very nicely, and she was in fact a bit more emotional in the earlier part of the struggles. I think we should be there. If possible, let us be the ladder that the ladies can climb from and reach to their dreams. But if cannot, it's perfectly fine. As long as we are not behind them in the ladder and pulling them down. I think as long
Yeah,
as we don't do that, we just there to support them, or we don't even support, don't even go near. Just let them, they can climb up on their own. As long as you don't go there and pull them back, that's a very, very big thing. So Naga,
yes.
what is your last message to everyone who have been watching this show for the
Okay,
past four
this is
weeks?
my slogan actually, but I would like to share this one word to each and every ladies. Love yourself first. There's one message I would love to give to all my ladies out there. Love yourself. That is what I'm doing.
That very interesting because um, most of the time that's what we tend to forget, right? What do you,
Definitely.
who do you love most? Most of the time, you can hear them saying, husband, wife, children, father, mother, friends. Very seldom you hear people saying that they love themselves most. And if you are, I feel, I mean, I for one person, I also love myself. In fact, my wife always used to tease me, saying that I'm always more occupied about myself and all, because I feel that if you're not capable of loving your own self, what makes you think that you can be capable of loving someone else?
Definitely. I second
So,
that. That's what you
so
say.
I think with that, I really hope that all the people who have been watching this show for the past 4 weeks, and especially today's program, where you actually really shared some very deep emotional feeling about yourself and about how your journey to achieve your dreams. I'm sure it's inspired a lot of people, and I'm very very sure people will want to hear the whole thing. As what I mentioned in the earlier part of the show, let me just repeat it again. This is the segment 4, but of course, for those of you who want to watch it all at one go, we will be compiling it into a YouTube video within 2 to 3 days. Please go to YouTube channel Mr. Dream Big Initiative, subscribe to our channel, and you will get updated the moment we have compiled everything and updated. So I'm really really looking very forward to catching up with you guys in future shows. And Naga, thank you so much for spending your time with us. I think you have done a great job for yourself and a huge inspiration to all women, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you so, so much. As I said just now, I would like to repeat this again. Thank you so, so much for giving me this big opportunity for me. It's a very good platform. I've never given any interview in my life, and that's the first time I've done that. And then this is something I've achieving in my life actually. I think I've achieved by doing a little things in my life now, and I'm happy about it, and I'm also proud of myself for for coming up.
Exactly.
Yes, up to this level. I'm very happy, and thank you so so much, Steve. I should really thank you a lot. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. It's truly an honor to have you with us. And viewers, please go and support her, going to CK Home Food page and also Naga's Beauty Facebook page. Keep whenever you need. This is what she's doing is something that we all will need in our day-to-day life. So if at all at any possibility, go and support her. Anytime I think if you need any, if you have any queries about this, just go and have a word with her. I'm sure she'll help you in more than many ways.
And last, one
I
more thing,
hope,
Steve. Sorry,
yes.
I would like to say something. Last but not least, um, as I said, love yourself. One, chase your dreams, dream big. This three slogan I would like to say to everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Naga. Viewers, I hope that this show has inspired you as much as it inspired me. Thank you and see you next week with our next guest speaker. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Naga.
Bye.